Hello friends and welcome to my channel. So today I am bringing you another update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows. I think this is the fourth update I am doing for this project, and I really like this project, even though I had some shades that I didn't love, or well, combinations that I didn't love. It still kind of lets you play with your other shadows, unlike a palette where you kind of are just focused on that palette. But with this, like now I think I have 3 palettes in, and then like a C palette I have my singles in, so like 4 palettes that I have open, and I use shades out of all of them, not just the shades that I am panning. So I really like this project, I really like watching this project. I really recommend, if you are not already doing this, to try it, because it is really fun. But this update I actually hit pan on 2 shadows in my project, and then I have 1 bonus pan. So the first shadow that I am going to show you, the pan, I'm so happy. If you've been following along this project, you would know this shadow has been a struggle. I have been waiting for pan. I've been using it, and I feel like I've been so close for so long that every time I used it I was like, is it a pan? No? Okay. Next time, no? Okay. Always like dipping my brush in, looking, but there was never pan. Until now. It is from my Yes Please palette. It is GNO. It is the matte orange shade. I'm just really happy. I'm happy in my heart. It's really strange, but after having the shadow in for so long, I feel like I can give myself a pat on the back for hitting pan. So this right here is GNO, and as you can see, there's pan. I am like unbelievably happy. This is amazing. So as you can see, I have 3 pans. In this palette I hit a pan in these 2 last time, I believe, and it really makes me happy to see that this is so well used. Well, granted, you can see that some shades are a bit more used than the others, but you can see some wear on all the shades except for these 2 browns, because I have enough browns already. But yeah, so happy about this. So I'm going to try to have like what it looked like last time and what it looks like now, and do that for all the shades. But look at that. Okay, everybody's probably like, get over it already, but I'm still so happy. But yeah, let's move on to the next shade. The other shade that I hit pan on is from Coastal Scents, and it is this lovely purple, if it will focus. It is called Magenta Pink, and is, yeah, basically just a warm pinkish purple. So you can see the pan reflection there, and it's just like, it actually took me way less time to use that one, like until I hit pan, than I thought. It like yeah, I don't know if it's even more shallow than the other Coastal Scents shadows, because they are like, it's not the deepest pans that I've ever seen, and I've been going through the Coastal Scents shadows in 2 months, I believe. So I draw them and use them, and like the second update I have pan on them, and so yeah. Not as excited for this one, but like, a pan is a pan, and I'm really happy about this. Then moving on to the other shadows that I have in this project, the ones that don't have pan. I have another one from Coastal Scents. This one is in Octoberfest. If you watched my last update, you would know I was not happy to get that shadow, because it is a really, really warm brown. I have it like on my lid. I have another shade in my crease, but it's really, really warm. And I used to love that shade, and I kind of do really, really like it, but I was so fed up with GNO. That GNO is much more orange. I'll show you them side by side. So, grabbed the wrong palette, but so this one is GNO, and this is Octoberfest from Coastal Scents. As you can see, this one is much, much more orange. But this one is still a like warm-ish terracotta brown. As you can see, it broke. I don't know what happened, because I didn't drop the palette or anything, at least not that I remember, but somehow it ended up like this. But I have a decent dip. I am just using it in the center, so trying not to take like advantages, blah, blah, blah. Ugh. Trying not to take an advantage of the shade being broken. So I'm just continuing using it in the middle, as you can hopefully see by the dip. But yeah, I think that I will be able to have pan on it next month if I use it consistently. So this month I really haven't been using makeup, or well, eyeshadow and makeup that much. I have been waking up late, and then makeup is the first thing to go out of my routine. Yeah, so I haven't been that good at using these shadows. Yeah, I've been working in a kitchen for the last month, and I'm working until the new chef arrives. So I haven't been wearing eye makeup because I have been cutting a lot of onions, and I am really sensitive to the not fumes, but yeah, basically I cry a lot when I'm cutting the onions, and my face is often like not drenched. It's so hard to speak, but I have cried off my mascara so often that I don't want to have eyeshadow that could smudge and make it even worse. So I will have to be really good at using these shadows next month, because then I won't be working in the kitchen. The next shade I actually drew the 3 shades that I don't have pan on last update, so yeah, but it is from the Colourpop and KATHLEENLIGHTS collaboration. It is the Dream Street palette, and it is called Sweet Dreams, and that right there is the shade So it is this one in the middle, and as you can see, there is some wear on it. Not too much, but it's still pretty good, I think. Thinking about how often I wore eye makeup, I think this is pretty okay. So yeah, it won't focus. You can see there is a bit of a dip, but still, like, it's not something major. Moving on to the last shadow that I have in this project. It is from the Natural Lust. It takes the whole screen. But it is the shade Oops a Daisy. It is a lovely, lovely gold, even though gold has not been my cup of tea for the last few months. Okay, I will talk about it in a bit when I talk about my bonus pan, but yeah, gold, not my thing. This is the shade, I don't know if you can see, but you can see that I have used it. I think we can agree on that, but I really, really don't have a dip at all. But this is still pretty okay. I am also kind of happy that it's not going that fast because it is a high-end palette. So I'm happy that it's lasting a bit. But yeah, I kind of wish I had gotten some other shade in this palette, but because it is beautiful. It is. And then on to the bonus shade. So that is my Colourpop Get Lucky. So as you can see, this is the pan. I have a rule in the Colourpop shadows that it has to be like a significant pan. Preferably a pan you can't just like smoosh over. So yeah, I'm calling this a pan. Yeah, this is the reason I have not been loving gold shades. This one is quite intense when you put it on the eyes, and I always feel like I end up with much like more of a dramatic look when I use this one, so yeah. But I've just used the Oops a Daisy shade from the Natural Lust palette in combination with this one, so I hope when I use it by itself that it will be much more like my taste, not as dramatic, just like a beautiful gold. Okay, so on to the pan percentage. Last time I went over all like what has been previous, so if you want to see that, watch that video. It is right over there, I believe. Yeah. If not, then over there. You know how it works. But now I have pan on 20 of my eyeshadows, and like in whole I have 146 eyeshadows. So that leaves us with 13.7%. So I'm really, really happy with that. I kind of want to aim towards 20%. That's like 1/5. And I think I'm going to be really, really happy with that number. So yeah, I'm putting it out there. That is my goal. 20%, 1/5 of my collection. But now it is time for the best part, and that is picking new shades. So because I hit pan on 2 shadows in this project, I get to pick 2 new. And we're going to do that randomly. I just use random.org. So here I have the random number generator. Whoopsie. I have the minimum of 1, maximum of 146. And we're just going to randomize. So we have number 36. Whoop! Got it. I'm going to see what shade that is. Alright, so the shade number 36 is a shade from Coastal Scents. It is a single shadow and it is called Fine Wine. So this is the shade. As you can see, I really haven't used it much at all. I have a lot of like purple shades from Coastal Scents. I really liked purple for some time, so I bought a lot of like the single shadows because then I could just pick purples, and well, I haven't used them a lot. I tried to do looks when I was younger with them. Always kind of turned out like I had a black eye. So, we are going to try to use it without looking like we have a black eye. But this is where we stand with that. I'm going to give you a swatch. Alright, it does not swatch the greatest. I hope it performs better, because if not, I'm not excited for that. But this is the shade. It's not the worst shade that it could ever get, but I'm not that excited for purples. Well, not these kind of purples. I'm more excited for like bright purples. I want fun colors, not this, but we are going to use it and hopefully hit pan in 2 months. And then the other shade, let's see, is going to be 145. So that will probably be in the Natural Lust palette. Let's see. I think I may have spoken too soon. Shade number 145 is the next to last shade in the Natural Lust shadow. It is called Peacocking and it is a blue shade. Well, it does have a kind of like black undertone, but this is going to be so hard to hit pan on. Like, so hard. Because I don't know how to use this shade. I really don't. Well, yeah. I'm going to try to show you. I have only swatched the shade, but this is it. It is really stunning, I guess. Not too happy about this. I'm going to swatch it also for you, because why not? I asked for fun shades, and I guess this one is fun in a sense that it is a color, but maybe it's not even fun. But this is Peacocking. So yeah, because it has a dark base and blue, like glitter and shimmer. I really just, I don't know how to use it, like at all. What? And I also think that it's going to take so long to hit pan on it because it is a really hardly pressed shade. So I would not be surprised that this is a shade we're going to just have in this project until the end of the year. I would not be surprised. But I'm going to swatch the other colors to show you my color palette, and then we'll talk. Okay, so this, lovely, this is my color palette. You can barely see the shade from the Dream Street palette, but yeah. It is so different from my color palette just a few months ago. It's like so different. So I'm kind of happy about that. But I don't know. It's not a very cohesive color palette, I have to say. But here I have from Coastal Scents, it is called Fine Wine. From the Too Faced Natural Lust, Peacocking, another one from Too Faced Natural Lust. Kind of happy to have two from the same palette. I always like having more than one shade from one palette, so I can just reach for that palette. Basically, I'm just lazy. But yeah, this is Oops a Daisy, the gold one. Then I have Sweet Dreams from, you can barely see it, Sweet Dreams from the Dream Street palette, and then Octoberfest, that is also a single shadow or shadow pot or whatever it's called from Coastal Scents. I think that I might be able to hit pan on Octoberfest, but the rest I highly doubt it. It is going to be fun to play with these shades. I feel like I'm trying to convince myself that it will be fun. No, but okay. I'm just going to decide that it's going to be fun. We're going to experiment. I really do like experimenting. I just have to get up a bit earlier, go to bed a bit earlier, and try to play with these. So, yeah, I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to follow along my journey, I would recommend subscribing. But I really hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next one. Bless, bless.